Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am so excited to be here and meet all of you. See you guys at the game. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Sophie Cunningham here. I'm finally in Indiana and I am beyond excited to be here and meet all of you. See you at the game. Bye. Those are not the words of someone who doesn't want to play for the Indiana Fever.
Finally here!
All right.
Those are the exact words of Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA enforcer who just arrived in Indiana and is ready to shake things up for Caitlin Clark and company. Woohoo! Finally here! While Cheryl Swoopes was out there saying nobody wants to play in Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was busy breaking the internet with her enthusiasm about joining the Fever.
Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey. Oh, I love this. It's like I'm a rookie all over again.
From her press conference to workouts and social media, presence. Everything points to one thing. The Indiana Fever just found the missing piece they needed, and the haters are about to eat their words.
Where were you when you found out about this, and what was kind of that general reaction to a fresh start here?
Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm normally by the pool. And so I was actually poolside when I found out. And, you know, there's a lot of emotions just because I have been out there for so long. But to be honest, my original thought was like, oh, heck yeah. Like, we're about to go win a championship. Like, that's exactly where my mind went. And like I said, it's all about the people. It's about the culture. I learned a lot out there, but now I'm ready to move on to something bigger, something better, and have a lot of really great players around me to, you know, seriously go win a championship.
In this video, we'll break down everything Sophie said about Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, her whirlwind first day with the organization, and how she's silencing the doubters. Ready? Let's go. Oh gosh, this is the first time I've seen my jersey.
Yeah, you know, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing. I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, was drafted out there. I've had a really great time. I've been very blessed with being around a lot of GOATs in the game and learning the game on another level. But again, like, this is just a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot the ball, who move the ball, who are running gunners, and share the ball, like, this is the type of offense that I want to be in.
Oh, I love this. Feels like I'm a rookie all over again. Now, imagine this. While Cheryl Swoopes was busy talking about how nobody wants to play in Indiana, Sophie Cunningham was actually poolside in Phoenix when she got the trade call. And what was her immediate reaction? Not disappointment, not hesitation, just pure excitement.
Impactful will be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, something that Caitlin had as well, and within driving distance for everyone, right?
I love it. You know, my roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home. My sister is married and has a kid, has another one on the way, and family is everything to me. I have a really great support system, and you better believe I've already had over 100, 200 people reach out. Hey, how do we get season tickets? I was like, I have no idea. I just got traded 2 hours ago. So I think we're going to have a pretty cool fan base up here from Missouri. But again, it's my Midwest roots. I'm excited to be around Midwesterners again. It's my type of people, and so I'm happy to be.
Where were you when you found out about this? And what was your reaction to a fresh start here? Yeah, you guys will learn that if I'm not in the gym, I'm usually by the pool.
I'm just excited, but to be honest, I think when you have a group that can let go of the egos and you're really just here to win and work hard, I think that's the best type of group, and you're all willing to do the dirty work, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. That's my bread and butter right there, is outwork your opponents and have fun doing it.
So I was actually poolside when I found out, and you know, there were a lot of emotions because I've been in Phoenix for so long, but to be honest, my first thought was like, oh, heck yeah, we're about to win a championship.
Now that I've been here, and I have been paying a lot more attention to it, and it's crazy, right? Like, it's a whirlwind, and there's an adjustment period, not only for her, but for her teammates around her, for Indiana as a whole. But you know, I think it's all really good things, and so it takes a little bit to get adjusted to it. But after that, I mean, come on, it's part of something great that doesn't come around very often, and so if you're not paying attention, I don't know what you're doing.
That's exactly where my mind went. and like I said, it's all about the people, the culture. I learned a lot in Phoenix, but now I'm ready for something bigger, something better, and to have some really great players around me to seriously go win a championship. That's right. The narrative that top players don't want to join the Fever just got completely shattered.
I know you said earlier this month that you'd do the Sabrina Carpenter to Caitlin's Taylor Swift. Just
That was a joke, but I guess people really took that seriously.
people love it. Just what excites you about playing with her this year?
I mean, you know, she has changed our game in the best possible way in every way. And so just to be alongside of her and maybe relieve the pressure, being able to shoot and spread the court for her to go do her thing.
While the critics were busy crafting their next complaint, Sophie was already mentally preparing for a championship run in Indiana. Talk about a direct contradiction to all that negative chatter. Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so excited. I think it's refreshing.
She's still young, and I think that I've been taken under, Diana took me under her wing, and I've learned a lot from her, and now I hope to kind of do the same for Caitlin if she wants it. I just think the relationship piece is huge, and when you're trying to do something great, it takes everybody, and so I want her to go do her thing, and anything she needs from me, I'm going to be here. But again, I think that, like, just the competitor that I am, I'm fierce, I'm sassy, I stick up for my teammates, stick up for myself, and so sometimes I think that's okay to be feisty and to be yourself.
I've been in Phoenix for the past 6 years, got drafted there, and had a great experience. I've been very blessed to be around a lot of GOATs in the game and learn at a high level. But this is a new style, and this is the style that I thrive in. When you have people who can shoot, move the ball, run the floor, and share the rock, that's exactly the kind of offense I want to be in.
Hits a three, Maisha Hines-Allen fouls her, and then tries to step over, and then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Maisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Maisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She's just scared of the bejesus out of them. Maisha Hines-Allen is one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head to head straight with her.
When Sophie finally arrived at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, her energy was impossible to miss. The Fever's social media team captured her pure joy as she explored her new basketball home. In one viral clip, Sophie introduced herself with unbridled excitement.
Sophie Cunningham, in general, is just wild. Wild is the best word I can use to describe Sophie Cunningham. And, like, it is just, it's carnage. Like, it's carnage a lot of the time when Sophie Cunningham gets involved with anything. The amount of fights that Sophie Cunningham has been involved in is meant.
I'm just stoked. Like I said, the offense fits my style, but I'm also surrounded by great people and a great culture. That's what I'm most excited about being here, in Indiana. But there's something even more meaningful about this move for Sophie. As a Missouri native, returning to the Midwest feels like coming home.
I've always been a huge fan of Stephanie White, and I'm not kidding. We in college we played. I played. She coached against me and whatnot, and so we've known each other for quite a long time. And since I've been in the league, I was like, hey, when are you gonna coach me? You know, like, it was always just kind of a running joke, and it's been one for the past like 3 or 4 years. And so to finally all kind of come together just at the right time, I'm stoked. I think she's a heck of a coach. I love her offense. I love her approach to games and her approach to her players and the relationship she has with their players. And so I just think that we're gonna do something really special here and moving forward.
I love it, she shared during her introduction to the Indiana media. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just to be closer to home, this wasn't just any trade for me, it was a return to my heartland. How impactful will it be for you and your family to be back here in the Midwest, especially given Caitlin Clark has had a similar experience?
In Sophie Cunningham, the Indiana Fever are trading for a multi-dimensional wing, capable of knocking down the three ball.
Cunningham is starting to cook. Cunningham 3 is good.
Cunningham from the corner, locking down defenders.
Several deflections, and this time she gets the steal and the N1 opportunity.
And injecting passion and emotion into the game and into her team.
I love it. My roots are here in the Midwest, and just being closer to home is huge. My sister is married, has a kid, and has another on the way. Family is everything to me. I have a great support system, And you better believe I've already had over 100, 200 people reaching out like, hey, how do we get season tickets? And I'm like, I have no idea. I just got traded 2 hours ago.
On offense, Cunningham is a floor spacer and a deep shot maker. Each of her last 3 seasons, she's finished top 20 in the WNBA in threes made per minute on the floor among qualified players. And she will join a backcourt that features 2 of the top 5 three-point shot makers from a year ago, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell.
So, I think we're going to have a really cool fan base coming up here from Missouri. But yeah, I'm just excited to be around Midwesterners again. It's my kind of people.
Over Cunningham's last 4 seasons, she shot an impressive 38% from the three-point line. And among players to hit at least 200 threes over that time, only 4 players in the entire league have shot it better from distance. One of those being Kelsey Mitchell. And Cunningham's ability to space the floor should give the Fever All-Star backcourt even more room to create on the drive than they had a year ago.
What makes Sophie's arrival even more significant is the immediate impact she's having on team chemistry. In a league where some stars come with egos bigger than their talent, Sophie immediately emphasized the importance of a selfless culture. I'm just excited.
But let's look at her defense, where in Phoenix, her versatility was on full display, capable of guarding 1 through 4 in the lineup. She would defend star point guards one game, then be a small ball 4 the next night. As the Fever look to improve defensively from a season ago, her style fits Stephanie White's perfectly. Aggressive, in your face, and physical.
To be honest, when you have a group that can set aside egos and just focus on winning and working hard, that's the best type of team. When everyone is willing to do the dirty work, that's what I thrive on. That's my bread and butter, outworking opponents and having fun doing it.
This style helps create turnover opportunities and fast break chances for her teammates, which underscores how she plays with an intensity and fiery passion matched by few. Throughout her career, Cunningham has had a knack for providing energy when her team needs it most. Cunningham is right in the heart of her prime, just 28 years old.
Fans responded with overwhelming support, flooding social media with excitement about seeing her in action. The connection was instant. No adjustment period needed. Sophie didn't just join the team, she embraced it completely from day one.
But will bring playoff experience to the Fever too. She's played in 15 playoff games over her 6 seasons and logged nearly 300 playoff minutes. Key experience for a Fever team hoping to make deep playoff runs for years to come.
Now that I'm here, I've been paying a lot more attention to it. And it's crazy, right? It's a whirlwind. There's an adjustment period, not just for her, but for her teammates and Indiana as a whole. But it's all really good things. It takes a little bit to get used to, but after that, come on, you're part of something great that doesn't happen often.
Your initial mindset was, or your initial reaction was, let's win a championship. Yeah. What were the things that were like, oh yeah, this is a lock?
You know what? I think that I think that our team right now, like, it's turning heads. And Dewana Bonner, getting her was absolutely huge. She was one of my bets when I was a rookie coming in, and she's no one to mess with. I love Natasha Howard. You have Aliyah Boston. You have Kelsey Mitchell. We just have a squad, and our depth is amazing.
If you're not paying attention, I don't know what you're doing. This is exactly what the Fever needed. Someone who genuinely wants to be there, believes in what they're building, and brings both skill and passion to the team. While critics like Cheryl Swoopes keep pushing outdated narratives, players like Sophie are proving with their actions that Indiana is becoming a destination franchise in the WNBA.
How are you? Good, how are you?
Nice to finally see you.
Yes.
Fans responded with overwhelming support, flooding social media with excitement about seeing her in action. The connection was instant. No adjustment period needed. Sophie didn't just join the team, she embraced it completely from day one. Now that I'm here, I've been paying a lot more attention to it. And it's crazy, right? It's a whirlwind. There's an adjustment period. Not just for her, but for her teammates and Indiana as a whole. But it's all really good things. It takes a little bit to get used to, but after that, come on. You're part of something great that doesn't happen often.
What it do, peeps? Cheryl Swoopes is been missing. Cheryl Swoopes is MIA. They got a APB out for Cheryl Swoopes. If you see Cheryl Swoopes, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave.
If you're not paying attention, I don't know what you're doing. This is exactly what the Fever needed. Someone who genuinely wants to be there, believes in what they're building, and brings both skill and passion to the team. While critics like Cheryl Swoopes keep pushing outdated narratives, players like Sophie are proving with their actions that Indiana is becoming a destination franchise in the WNBA.
The Indiana Fever are that golden destination, and I can't help but laugh to the fans and the people online and the media commentators, unfortunately, who said that nobody wanted to play in Indiana. That doesn't make any sense.
From her intensity on the court to her ability to space the floor, Sophie Cunningham is the kind of player who makes an immediate impact. And for Caitlin Clark, having someone like Sophie by her side is a game changer. No more cheap shots, no more unnecessary roughness without consequences, because now the Fever have their enforcer. Sophie herself put it best. I'm fierce. I'm sassy. I stick up for my teammates. I stick up for myself. And in Indiana, that's exactly what the Fever need. The Fever are no longer just a young team with potential. They're building a championship culture, and Sophie Cunningham is all in. Let the haters talk. This team is ready to prove them wrong.